Okay, now so in last session we have seen the coding for your LCD display. Okay, now what we have to do, we have to implement same on the hardware. Okay, now there are few small changes. Okay, that we have to do in our motherboard. Okay, so let's open the diagram of the motherboard first. Okay, now here we are having that motherboard. Now you have to keep in mind, you have to, this pin is your RS pin. Okay, sorry, RW pin. Okay, we have to make it ground. Now there are two options. You can use this R1 resistor, and then you can short this red jumper using a wire. Okay, so this will connect it to the ground. Another change is that here we are having two pins. One is anode and one is cathode. So this pin number 15 is anode and this one is cathode. This is for backlit LED. Okay. If you want your display to glow in green color, so you have to use these two pins. If you don't use these two pins, there is no problem. Your display is still going to show the data, but it is not going to glow. Okay, it is not going to get lit up. Okay, so this 15 number pin, you have to connect it to the 5 volt or 3.3 volt as per your convenience, and this 16 number pin you have to connect to the ground. Okay, I haven't provided tracks intentionally, so you can do the wiring or jump adjust the jumpers according to your own need. After that, there is one important point. You have to add this preset. Okay, this is 10K pot. Okay, you have to add it to your circuit, and using this you can control the contrast or the darkness or faintness of your characters which are going to get displayed on your screen. Okay, so I'll show you the background where I have done the adjustment. So here I have connected this RW pin to the ground. Here instead of R1 resistor, I have directly shorted this point with the wire with the ground. Okay, next I have connected this anode to the 5 volt supply pin. Okay, you can use this header pins also. In the corner we are having these ground and 3.3 and 5 volt, so you can use those also, no problem. But I was having one trace over here, so I have shorted this directly over here. Second, I have used this cathode and I have provided ground over here. You can provide ground over here or anywhere on the power plane also, no problem. So these two, three things you have to keep in mind. Okay, so after that you have to upload the code that we have done in the last session. After that you are going to place this display. Okay, so this is 16 by 2 LCD. Now here you have three pins, that is VSS, VDD. After that VO pin is there. This is for contrast control. Okay, so this pin is connected to the output of this port. See, this is the output of the port. Okay, we are having here 5 volt, that is VDD, and this one is VSS. Okay, so VSS is sent to ground, and two pins of the port. First one is to the ground, second one is to the 5 volt, and the output pin, wiper pin, variable resistor output, is connected to the VO. Okay, you can see same thing in your schematic also. One pin is to the 5 volt, second one is to the ground, and third one goes to VE, that is your contrast control. Okay, same thing is here. Okay, so here we are having these two pin. First is ground, VSS is ground, VDD is 5 volt, and this one, this pin VO, is connected to the output. Okay, you have to keep in mind that. You can, if you want to, you can directly add jumpers over here also. So you can directly connect this with the pin number 2. Okay, for the supply. Okay, I'll insert this. Okay, now in your kit you're having relay at this place, so your, if you use normal header pins, your display is not going to get fit. So in that case you're going to need one. Now these are normal bug strips. Okay, these are normal bug strips. Similarly, you can get longer one also. So I have one sample of the longer bug strips. So these are quite high tech. You can get these two online. Okay, so you can use these also. So without removing relay, your LCD display is going to get fit. Okay, so let's insert this. After that, you have to upload the code and then connect your power supply with this. Okay, again for before that we have to do the connections. Now I have told you these pins are open. In your circuit diagram also we are having no connection between these two header pins. Now what we have to do, we have to attach these pins using jumpers. Okay, so we are having jumpers with us. I'll show you how to do that. Okay, so these are the jumpers. Last time I have shown you, this is the top part. This one is having notch is the top part. Now what we have to do, in our diagram we are connecting 6 pins. Okay, that is D4, D5, D6, D7, RS and enable. Okay, so we have to connect these 4 pins, that is B13, B14, B15, A8, and after that RS and enable, that is A12 and A15. So let's short them with the jumpers. So you can use tweezers to place them. Okay, it is better to use tweezers only. Okay, these 4 are connected. Now you have to connect this A12 and A15. Okay, let's check the diagram once. So A12 and A15. Okay, I have provided the jumper, so you can, if you don't want to use this wire with the display, you can disconnect the jumper and use these pins for another purpose. Okay, now what we are going to do, we have to provide the supply pins. So here I'm providing the supply pins. Okay, now let's start it. Let's provide the supply to this. Okay, press reset button and you're going to, we are good to go with the LCD. I'll tilt it little bit and we are getting the message hello world. Okay, for time being what I'm going to do, I'm going to adjust the contrast a little bit so it will match the brightness, it will adjust with the brightness of the camera. So what you can do, you can use your tester to adjust the contrast. Okay, you can rotate it clockwise, anti-clockwise, and check it again. Okay, you have to do this 3 4 times. Okay, now the display is quite crisp. Let's adjust it a little bit more. Okay, let's move it. Let's adjust it a bit. Okay, after adjusting a little bit, let's put it back. Let's press the reset button and we are good to go. So this is our LCD is running. Okay, so according to our code, we have choose column 1. So column 0 is empty. We have started display from column 1 and this one is row 0. Okay, and below is row 1. Okay, now in next practical what we have to do, we have to display the ADC data over this. So we'll see that in next session.